What's up, family? It's your favorite author and storyteller, Matt D. Talford, coming to you with a quick public service announcement in advance of the U.S. presidential election that is set to take place now in about 5 days. Okay, today is Thursday, October 31st, and we got the election coming up on, let's see, Friday is the 1st. That would make Monday the 4th, Tuesday the 5th of November. Okay, so we're roughly about 5 days away from the, or as we used to say in the military, 5 days in a wake up, 4 days in a wake up, 5 days in a wake up, something like that. Anyway, here's this public service announcement. Regardless of who wins the presidential election, and y'all know I'm not into these presidential politics anymore, because what I've noticed since the first election I voted in, which was back in 1996, little to nothing changes. It's like the ocean. A wave goes up and then it goes back down. Little to nothing changes for the most part. The working man still got to get up and go to work. All right. Y'all, I apologize for that, son, but I don't. Okay. Maybe somebody can get some secondhand solar upgrades from that sun being right there. So I'm gonna leave this shot just the way it is. Anyway, little if anything changes. You know, you get a Democrat in there and these half the country mad. You get a Republican there, the other half mad. All right. I'm not excited about either candidate. That might rub some people the wrong way. I'm definitely not excited about the Democratic candidate, and I voted Democrat my entire life until 2020, and now I'm saying it really doesn't matter, because the clownery that I saw with that New York rally, and people taking the mask off. Let me say it like that. People taking the hood and the robe off and just showing you who they really were. And Trump had nothing to say about that. Like, these people really said these things in New York. You had nothing to say about that. All right. You just come right and just take the podium when it's your turn, like nothing ever happened. Okay. And then don't even get me started on Vice President Harris. Like, that whole thing is just, all right. Y'all know I'm a veteran. I say that all the time, right? If I were forced to pick one of these presidential candidates, which I'm not, all right, but if I were forced to pick one, to me, Trump is far and away the commander-in-chief. Like, you can't even compare that. But I'm sitting this presidential one out. Now, people be like, oh, you need to go vote. Let me tell you something. I had originally completely said, I'm done. I'm not doing anything. But then the Spirit spoke to me and showed me someone that I know personally that's running for a local seat in something that affects our children. Okay? So I said, you know what, man? What if this one vote was the difference? And, you know, people say, hey, I get not giving your energy to this system, but at the same time, if I can influence person A being responsible for decisions that affect our children at the educational level, then I'm going to do my part there to help influence that. But at the end of the day, do we really influence presidential politics, national politics? No, we don't, because there's these electors, electoral college and all of that. And y'all, again, I might put a filter on this thing because it looks like I don't have any lip balm on, and I do. It looks like I've been eating powdered donuts, and I haven't. Okay, but anyway, public service announcement, y'all. I've been sitting here rambling on for 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, and haven't said anything. The public service announcement is ain't nobody coming to save you. No, nobody's coming to save you. I don't care who ends up getting elected in this one. It doesn't matter. Nobody's coming to save you. This is it. It's a wrap. Y'all know I'm always talking prophecy and identity on this channel. All right, and it's not written. It's not written for any one man, human, to come and rescue this effed up planet and the condition it's in. Why? Because man messed it up. Why do y'all think I'm always reading and repeatedly reading 2nd Esdras chapter 6? All right. I don't have the verse in front of me, but in that chapter, the Most High through the prophet says, in those days I will begin to visit them that dwell upon the earth, to see who is harmed with their unrighteousness or their inequity. All right. There's been a lot of that going on. Too much. So much so that it is finally, the stench level in the heavens has gotten to the point where they're like, somebody go down there and clean that up, please. That's where it's at right now. So it doesn't matter who gets elected. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save you. So yeah, you can put all your heart and soul. All you're doing is feeding these energy vampires. All y'all are doing are feeding these low vibrational entities that have run this planet for too long. It's about to get cleaned up, like an exterminator coming through to clean out some whatever your pest is, whatever you call it. Could be ants, could be whatever. I don't know. Nature is crying out now. Nature is crying out. Said, look, we've had enough. So it's and all of this stuff is tracked in the cosmos, and the people who know, and they're advising the people who are in power. But y'all know what it is. Power is seldom, if ever, abdicated. It is usually snatched away. When power becomes corrupt, it is snatched away by a higher power. That's how the cycles of leadership and rulership in this physical realm work. You know, you get a righteous ruler. That righteous ruler may, expire his term of service, and then you may get an unrighteous ruler in there. And the unrighteous ruler may corrupt the earth, and the earth got to heal. And that's where we are. So I don't care who you're voting for on Tuesday, November the 5th here in these United States of America. I don't know what country you're watching from. It doesn't matter. Nobody's coming to save you. All right. And this whole notion of, well, we should pick from the lesser of two evils. That's the problem. For too long, you have not stood in your power and understood that you do not have to accept anything that is less than acceptable to you. All right. And I know acceptance is a high vibration. But what I mean by saying that is you don't have to say, well, both of these candidates are effed up, but I'm going to go pick the lesser of two evils. That's how evil persists. How about saying, you know what? I don't want either one of these, and I'm not giving my personal energy to it. What if everybody did that? How would that change the earth? How would it change? All right. So keep that in mind as I'm not telling you not to go vote. I'm not telling you not to do that. I'm not telling you to do what I do. As far as the presidential piece of this goes, I'm sitting it out. There is a very strong part of me that wants to still show up at the polls to vote for the local referendums that affect me close to home, that affect like school board elections and stuff like that affect our children. Yeah, you don't want a clown sitting on the school board. You don't want a clown being the superintendent of schools. All right. You don't want a clown outlaw in a uniform as the sheriff. You know what I mean? So those are the elections that do count. Those are the ones that do matter. But giving your heart and soul in search of a savior, because a lot of y'all are going to the polls in search of a savior. You can say to your mouth that you're not. But you're like, oh, Kamala, I'm voting for Kamala because Trump he's a nah. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not gonna use the R word. I'm not gonna use that. I'm so over a lot of the artificial things that divide us. And people say, we're divisive. Let me tell you something. There are some creator level things that divide us, whether you like it or not. All right. You got 9 ether beings. You got 6 ether beings. All right. I'm going to do a whole breakdown on my Patreon of what etheric energy really is. And in its simplest term, I'm not going to do a deep dive. I'm not going to go technical like a lot of people do. And I'm not knocking those that do go technical. But I'm saying I'm going to make it plain and simple. A plain and simple explanation of the 5th element, which is ether. All right. We hear about the 4 elements all the time. Earth, water, fire, air. Ether is the 5th element. Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about it in an academic level in school. All right. You got to hear about it. You got to hear about it outside of the halls of academia. Why? Because the halls of academia, the curriculum is carefully selected by certain individuals that want to push certain narratives. Right? Ain't nobody coming to save you, bro. Ain't nobody coming to save you, sis. You save yourself when you make up your mind to free yourself. The Messiah said it. Luke 17 and 20 through 21. Read that. He said the kingdom of God is within you. The kingdom of the power is within you. So why are you looking outside of you for a savior? Well, I don't know how to look inside of me and find a savior. Well, you know what? If you just make up your mind to stop looking outside of you, maybe what's inside of you will come forward. You can never see what's on the other side of a door until you open it. You can never stop getting the air from out of a room that you don't like until you close that door behind you. Well, I don't know what lies in the door. Well, you can't stay in between doorways. Either go back in the room that you don't like or close that door behind you and open the door in front of you. I guarantee you, when you make the decision to walk away from something that does not serve you, there's something that does serve you that's waiting for you. Because the universe is balanced. It's balanced. It is balanced. That power to change is within you. It's within you. It's inside of you. It's inside of each and every individual on this planet. This is why the planet is changing, believe it or not. People have gotten fed up. They've gotten fed up. And they said, you know what? I want something different. And I don't see it. So with their imagination, they begin to create the world that they want to see. And this is why these powers that were are struggling to hold on. But they can't. It's their time. Nobody can stop the Wheel of Time. Y'all go watch that Amazon Prime series, The Wheel of Time. There's a lot of hidden messages in it. Food, gems, food for thought, food to enlighten your mind. I love the writers. A lot of people damn and demonize Hollywood. Let me tell you something. If there was tares sown among the wheat, then guess what? There was wheat sown among the tares. The universe is balanced. So as wicked as Hollywood is and seems from the outside, guess what? The power sowed some wheat among all of those tares. Why does that happen? Because maybe every now and then somebody finds themselves in the wilderness and they think that they're in a field full of tares, and it just so happens to be something there that will nourish them. Ain't nobody coming to save you. I don't care who you're voting for. All right? I don't care who you're voting for. I'm not listening. I don't typically talk about what my intent is. I'm here to tell you, I can't in good conscience vote for either one of these candidates. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I was Team Trump until I heard him do that thing. Say, hey, I'm gonna give complete immunity to the police. We don't need them being hindered doing their job. I'm granting complete immunity. I have friends that are police officers and I respect them. All right? But they know they got crooked brethren within them. Just as much as when I was in the Army, I knew with some dudes that, man, God help us if some ish go down, because some of these dudes is crooked. They're going to be in here mistreating POWs. Nah. I'm like, don't let it go down on my watch, Father. That was my prayer. Don't let it go down on my watch, because some of these dudes is messed up. And they're not going to do the right thing when presented with the option to do the wrong thing. They're not going to do the right thing. You think that ain't in the police department? Around America? Okay. So when he opened up his mouth and said he was granting complete universal immunity to the police, it's like, nah, man, I can't vote for you now. Damn, you messed it up. I would have, but you messed it up. But now I'm a little bit more enlightened and I understand what energy transfer looks like. Nah, this is one bite of energy y'all won't get. Y'all will not get a bite of energy from me. Democrat nor Republican. I'm out that game, man. I'm out that game. I don't play that game. It's all the same. A quarter is a quarter, whether the head side is up or the tail side is up. All right? This was supposed to be a quick video, y'all, but sometimes the thoughts of your heart just comes out of your mouth. And this is why these platforms are always trying to squelch your mouth, trying to get you to close your mouth. Some of y'all got a lot of truth, a lot of spiritual knowledge, a lot of wisdom that ain't getting out because you're scared to open your mouth. Now ain't the season to be quiet. It's not. All right? That's the final stretch. This is that 10,000 meters race that they show on the Olympics that nobody watches until they hear that cling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, the bell has rung for the final lap. That's when everybody starts running. Now's the time to sprint. Now's the time to sprint. Yeah, I ran track. I was an 800-meter runner, middle distance. I ran the 800 meters. I did the pole vault. I wasn't good enough to go to the next level either. But because I know my natal chart, that wasn't what I came here to do. All right, that's all I got for y'all, family. I love y'all. Listen, whichever platform you're watching this on, YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit a like, hit a subscribe. I know my days are numbered on YouTube, and that ain't because of YouTube. That's because of divine will. The countdown has begun, but we still here for now. Okay, for now. If you're watching this video on YouTube, give it a thumbs up. Give it a hit that subscribe button if you like being entertained, educated, uplifted, inspired. If you're watching this on that, let's get ready to rumble. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Yo, if you on YT right now, listen, go over to that one I just said and get you a free account. The only reason why YT is on top of the game right now is off that legacy. That platform was created over 30 years ago. I had one of the first. I was one of the first. I can't say I was one of the first people on it. I want to come across like that. I was on it before it got bought out by Google. Back when it was crisp. Back when it was fresh. God bless that young man that created that platform. He ain't a young man anymore, but you know, YouTube is the best thing ever. The concept, but the wrong hands got a hold of it, and now they're using it to. Let me shut up, man. Y'all catch me on Patreon. I don't know what day it is you're watching this video, but if you're watching this on 10/31, because of that Karita YouTube got going on, some Karita they hit me with. You can't click the links in my description box, all right? I can't even pin a comment right now. Been on this platform since 2015 with this account. Been here since 2015. But this the kind of they do when the truth is coming. Because that truth, what does it say? Hebrews 12 and something? Hebrews 12 and 4 is it? I forget which one it is, but the word of the power is sharper than any two-edged sword. It not only cuts flesh, it cuts down to the spirit and the soul. The word of the power, the word of the creator, the word of the most high. It's also called the word of truth. The ace of swords card, when you know, okay? The judgment card, when you know, all right? When you know. So you got people with small platforms right now giving them death by 1,000 cuts. Yeah, why? Because they cutting with the word of truth. I told y'all the truth is undefeated. That's why I lead with it. That's why I welcome people with their career to come over and debate me. Y'all want to debate me? How you gonna beat somebody who come in with truth? I don't come on here and lie to nobody, man. I don't come on here and be like, listen, if I don't know it, I'll tell you I don't know it. If I don't have some level of mastery on it, I'm not even gonna speak on it. Y'all, it's TikTok, y'all. It's TikTok. That sand in that hourglass running out. And it's running out for 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. Y'all go read that for yourself. I'm tired of repeating it. It's running out for 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. I'm tired of repeating it. I'm not going to read it. All right, go read 2nd Ezra's ESDRAS. Look it up. If you got an apocrypha, turn to it. If you don't have an apocrypha, then duck, go it. Notice I didn't say that other one. Duck, go it. All right? Opera it. All right? Bing it if you want. Notice I ain't say that other one. Yeah. You want to play? We can play. I'm built for it. Eternally built for it. Anyway, yeah. Time is up for the 2nd Ezra's, the first part of the 2nd Ezra's 6 and 9, 2nd Ezra's chapter 6 verse 9 crew. The first clause in there. All right? The first subject. There's 2 subjects in 2nd Ezra's 6 and 9. Time is up for subject number 1, and they know it. That sand is running out of that hourglass. That hourglass is down. The count is down to the grains, baby. And guess what's gonna happen when it run out? The creator gonna take it and flip it over, and it's gonna be a long time.
Like you have an app.
Shut up! Shut up!
You can't search for it in the App Store.
I hate this hate that thing sometimes, man. Anyway, I need to turn that off on this watch, man. Anyway, yeah, y'all. That's all I got. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Please do not put your heart. If you're going to vote for one of those 2 candidates, you're here in these United States of America, please do not put your heart into it. Please don't. Don't put no heart space energy into it. Just go up there and just check the box and keep it moving. Don't give y'all, energy is real. Energy transfer is real. It is, y'all. I'm telling you, you are energy. For all these people, I got people I know, friends, family members, man, don't tell me nothing about that astrology. I don't believe in any of that. You don't have to believe in it. You ain't got to believe you got blood pulsing through your veins either, do you? But you got it. You ain't got to believe that sky up there behind me is blue and those are clouds. But that don't make them not be there. All right? Y'all, I don't want to cut this off, but I need to. I'm going to be going live soon. Remember, let's get ready to rumble. Y'all get on. Go sign up for that free account. The only reason why you didn't have to sign up for a free account to watch me like you watching me right now, for those of you that have an account that do comment, of course, if you're watching it under guest or you're not signed in, you can't comment. That's how all of these platforms are. But for those of y'all that are able to comment on this video, the only reason why you're able to do that, I promise you, you probably did not sign up for a YT account, okay? What happened was because you have a Gmail account, you automatically have a YT sign in, okay? That's why. That's the only reason why that other one I just mentioned hadn't caught up yet. God help y'all if they come out with a free email client. God help y'all if they come out. No, I ain't saying God help y'all. It's sayonara for you if they come out with a free email client. Because they're walking you down slowly already. Y'all got a 30-year head start on them. But now that they've got a client, you can download the client to your devices. I got it on my Apple TV. I got it on my phone. Got it on my tablet. Now that you can download that client to your devices, they're walking you down slowly. If they get a free email platform and tell people, hey, sign up for Rmail or something like that, your free Rmail account, and then that ends up being your login for your other account, they're walking y'all down. It's gonna go into hyperdrive because people grown ass men and women are tired of having their voices controlled. I get tired of seeing grown people cannot even speak the way they want to speak because they're hearing them say, well, I probably shouldn't say that. I probably shouldn't use a swear word because I don't want to make the platform mad. This is why money's going away too, because people are servant to money. They're like, well, if I say the wrong thing, this could affect my bottom line. I told y'all, man, when the power flips the switch and money is no more, go read Daniel chapter 2. Go read the second chapter of Daniel, the book of Daniel. All right? Understand what that statue is in that dream. Understand what that head of gold is. When the power flips the switch and money is no more, the real royals are going to emerge. Money does not make you a royal. It makes you a fake royal. This money ain't even real. So you got people that are servant to it whether they want to be or not because of this world system. But this world system is going away rapidly. The time ain't coming. The time is now. The band is on the deck playing music and the ship is teetering over to the side. It just hadn't snapped in two yet. But it won't be long before it slips beneath the waves. It's coming. People who don't know how to read prophecy and people that know how to read astrology, they already know what's coming. Other people are doing their damnedest to try to stop it. This is the dumbest thing ever. When has the creation ever been able to stop the creator? I'm out on that note, y'all. Tell somebody you love them and mean it. Again, if you're watching this on the second platform, that green platform, the one with the logo that's green, the green little play button arrow, that platform, welcome, baby. Welcome. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. If you're on that outgoing platform with the red logo, whatever, then, thank you still. Hit that thumbs up and that subscribe button for me. All right? So y'all can still catch this voice while you can. There or here, depending on where you're watching it. I love you guys, all right? Tell somebody you love them and mean it. How do you mean it? You have to show it. Love is a verb. It is a noun as well. When we focus on the verb, the noun always takes care of itself. All right, family? Stand in your power. You have it. All you have to do is tap into it. It's inside of you. Raise your vibrations. Get out of the sadness vibration. Get out of the grief vibration. Get out of the fear vibration. Stop looking for somebody outside of you to save you. The power is within you. When you turn that light on inside of you, guess what? You begin to see the other lights around you. And the light draws to itself. The light draws to itself. Understand what I mean when I say that? The light draws to itself. and becomes brighter. And before you know it, all you see is light. There's no more darkness. Tap in. Tap in. Out ain't there. Out ain't there. Tap in. When you tap in, everything that's outside of you that needs to come to you, that's scheduled to come to you, you magnetically attract it. But you can't turn that magnet on by looking outside of you. You got to turn it on by looking inside of you. Peace, family.